Hey, it's Channel 93.3, Steve Burrell backstage here at Grandoozy. I was just talking to some people who are putting this whole thing together, and we're just so happy to have this. The return of the 3-day music festival to Denver. I hope it keeps coming back, and especially if we get bands like this coming in. I got Samir from Young the Giant who's going to be performing a little bit later on today. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. We had a show in Chicago last night and just flew in this morning, but it's the best way to do it.
Well, that was actually a question I had for you, too. Were you at Riot Fest yesterday?
Yeah, we were at Riot Fest.
And not tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
Okay.
That would make
it would be
sense.
Weird, but I saw that on two different things that you were going to be here and there. So it was yesterday. Now you're back here, and it's funny because Riot Fest was our last 3-day festival that we had here, and love those guys too. But that was Western Stock Show, and it was all in the dirt, and it was just hot. And so here we are in this beautiful golf course out here. Yeah, but you just got here, right? Right now, right?
Yeah, literally just got here.
All right, we'll get acclimated.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do to be on the stage here
Of
and for
course.
too long, but you're probably pretty used to that.
Jumping jacks and stuff.
Yeah. And this is the first part of your tour, but even this part is really just kind of the festival set. Have you done your own full show since Simplify came out?
We've had festival shows, some college shows, mini headlining things, but the cycle itself hasn't fully started yet. But it's kind of fun to have these shows. They're almost like dress rehearsals for some of the new songs. So it's exciting.
And that's part of it, too. Simplify, obviously, you got that one that you've been taking out on the road. Again, only a few shows into it, but you finally got to get it out on the road and open up the engine a little bit.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
It's been great. I mean, that song has been, it was recorded live, meant to be a live song. And so it actually has a really strong presence on stage. And so there was certain songs, sometimes you need to kind of urge it into the live show, and because it's a different space. But for that song, it was perfect. And we just released another song called Superposition as well, and that one we've been starting to play. So that's been a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah. And then Mirror Master, the new album, comes out October 12th.
October 12th,
if I'm right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can check out the rest of it then. But a few of these, if you want to catch them live, obviously it's too late if you're watching this video right now to come see them here at Grandoozy. But the songs, are you playing any of the others off the new album on your live shows yet?
Not yet, but we're toying around with them. We're doing some rehearsals and stuff, so hopefully soon.
Yeah, and so the album itself, this is following up Home in the Strange for just a couple of years ago. It was kind of a different world, really, that we were living in when that album came out. I felt like there was a lot of, isn't this weird kind of stuff. And now here we are.
It's even
right?
weirder, yeah.
So how's that reflected in your new album? Or have you moved away from that a little bit, just to kind of give your head a break?
I think it's a combination. I think there's a responsibility, I think, now more than ever for artists to trying to at least start conversations. But at the same time, still keeping music for the music listener and the lover, and having it be about, people coming together as opposed to dividing. Everything that's happened in the country has been, very overwhelming. And I think this record is more about a response on how one can internally handle that stuff, and
sure.
How you have control of your image and the way that you are presented in the world. So part of it, that is different. Obviously, the whole music world, every 2 years anyway, when you release something, you feel like Rip Van Winkle. It's completely different, and
sure.
And that's what makes it exciting. I think we're at a moment in time in music where things are just anything can happen, and that's what makes it exciting.
Do you think that's part of it? Just in general, angst, is a good songwriting tool. Do you tap into that, just your own feelings about however everything went?
Yeah, I think especially now more than ever, it's more about being honest. Honest with your feelings, honest with the reasonings behind how we got ourselves here. When we were doing Home with the Strange, one thing that we did notice was that we were playing a lot of college shows, and there was a huge difference between what we were seeing every night versus what we'd assumed of America, what America was. And I think for the first time in the last year, America's really gotten a chance to look at itself in the mirror. And so I think that can be a shock for people, but it's just good to be aware and always have that reflection in mind.
Make something good out of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So, hey, last part here is, has this been the longest 10 years of your life or the shortest?
The shortest, by far.
Yeah,
the shortest.
The 10-year anniversary Is it happened already? Is there a date?
It is. It's not as, we started playing with each other when we were 19, 20. So
Yeah.
it has been 18. So it has been longer than 10 years in that sense. But in terms of the actual release of Young the Giant, the first record, that was in December of 2010, I believe. It was like the soft release. We used to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And Spotify, I don't even think was really a thing. But just the fact that things have changed so much has made it quick, you know?
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah. So what? So what? If I missed that in there, is there a date like that you mark on your calendar?
I don't have one yet, but I think at some point 2020 December, if we're talking about official album stuff.
Oh yeah.
Then that's the 10 years.
Very nice. All right. Well, it's Samir, Young the Giant, here at Grandoozy today. So I'm gonna let you get ready for the show, and I'm gonna go catch some music here.
Go watch some music.
That's what I'm here for. All right. Thanks a lot, Samir. Great to see you again.
You too.
All right.